Lame duck fraud exposed. Welcome to Law and Society. Please subscribe. I am obviously talking about Donald Trump. When elected leaders and government institutions lie and spread propaganda, it erodes public trust in truth, rule of law, and our institutions that are meant to side with truth and justice. Today we live in a world where one lies and gets away with it, while the other tells the truth and gets in trouble for it. We live in a dystopia where Donald accuses others of fraud while committing fraud himself. He tried stealing an election, he lost by over 7 million votes, failed, and so he turned around and accused the other side of fraud. And he has been at that false narrative campaign for the last 5 years. To this day, he reaffirms his lies about the 2020 election. Every lie he sows, every attack he makes, and every disastrous decision he takes served to cover for allowing him to enrich himself, his family, and his friends to the tune of billions of dollars and abusing the pardon power while disenfranchising the poorest Americans and leaving us destitute, without food assistance, without affordable health care, without basic education or affordable housing. These deprivations will slowly make way for restrictions in access to voting and other rights we all have under our Constitution. To Donald's regime, protesters are agitators. Donald defends and shields federal agents who kill American citizens who they label as agitators in public and in broad daylight. They shut down and stonewall investigations into murders committed by federal agents. They strip national monuments of their identities. Donald Trump preempts the truth by accusing others of what he's actually doing. That's why you hear him still parroting what happened on January 6, 2021 as a day of love, pardoning those who followed his orders to attack the Capitol and brutally assaulted hundreds of police officers while calling peaceful protesters against his regime agitators and insurrectionists. It confuses anybody who tries to get to the truth and creates false premises that shifts blame from Donald Trump to anybody else who he considers an enemy. And anybody who isn't 100% loyal to him, Donald considers an enemy. But if you are the chief executive of a nation governed by the rule of law, if you undermine the rule of law, you undermine yourself. The rule of law eventually wins because the nation depends on the rule of law in fairness, civility, and peaceful society, not federal occupation, deprivation of fundamental rights, and disturbing peace and commerce in communities across the country. That way, businesses suffer, local police suffer the loss of public trust and the ability to effectively return to community policing, and neighborhoods become less safe. We now know how he operates. Now is the time for us to nullify his fraud with facts, truths, ideas, and goals that serve the American people and not just the Epstein class. Let us, we the people, write our own story and then tell our elected leaders to implement our vision of America. So don't forget to register to vote, help others register. Remember to vote and vote out MAGA. Cut out the rot. Remember to remain peaceful, provide all IDs they require, get them in order now. Remember to take your IDs back. That's important. No agent, local, state, or official has the power to withhold your state or federally issued IDs unless they are actively investigating you for something illegal. It is against the law unless you have done something illegal to hold your IDs. And voting isn't either. But be polite when you tell officers that if they refuse to return your ID. Keep up your peaceful protests and remember to never turn violent. Don't get physical unless you are dancing as part of your protest. In that case, dance away, sing away, be heard, and energize one another. Trump is a lame duck fraud. Reduce him to what he really is, an inept, demented, lame duck fraud who is not going to be in power past the next couple of years. And then we have to manage our country back to the republic that it is under the Constitution. With that said, thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon.